Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jean Wandimi. If you've been reading my blog, you probably know that I went to South Africa to cover an event as a blogger. So Wines of South Africa was bringing like 12 bloggers under something called Mission Capable. So that is to explore the Western Cape and what the Western Cape has to offer. So we did a lot of tours, we went to a lot of restaurants, and we got to taste authentic South African food as well as fine dining. The thing is, the campaign was really nice because we met with people from other places and people from different parts of the world, and we got to learn about how people do their things in the different parts of the world. For example, we had people from Canada, we had people from Hong Kong, we had somebody from China, from Kenya, we had somebody from Ghana, and so on and so forth. So what they did is they made sure that they represented a few people from different continents, and we were brought together. So there were only 2 people in Africa, and I was the Kenyan representative. So I feel that that was really special to me because when I started my wine blog, as you would see from my older video, which I talked about how I started writing about wine and travel and food. When I started my wine blog, I started it like a journal, and it was something for me to sort of show the wines that I was tasting. To be honest, I really didn't have such a big plan for the blog going forward. It was more of a journal, and I was just writing the wines I tasted. Well, my affair with wine began like immediately I cleared campus, but I knew that I loved tasting different things and I was fascinated by wine. But obviously, because there's all this negative connotation associated with wine, I sort of shied away. But then I decided, like, when I cleared campus, I decided to, you know what, I can explore this and in a responsible and educative and professional manner. So this is very big for me. Like, the being invited as a blogger to the Western Cape was very big for me, and by such a big organization such as Wines of South Africa, that was really monumental. And the thing is, it was really every day we were going to a different winery. Like, we had tours, they were all combined tours, and we had been divided into groups. So there was the red group, the blue group, the yellow group, and the green group. So what we did, we were completing different fun challenges. It didn't feel competitive. Actually, if anything, it felt fun, and the challenges helped us to sort of know each other and learn more about wine. So every challenge, like every day during dinner, whoever who won that day's challenge would get a present, and people in their team would celebrate. So we did win something. That was, I think, on Wednesday. So we won the wine blending competition, which I wrote about in my blog. You should go and check it out. My blog is The Wine and Food Review. So we won a wine blending competition, and what that entailed was to blend wine and come up with a complete replica of what the winemaker had used. And he didn't tell us the recipes, and so our group, we put our heads together, and we came up with like the exact recipe to the letter. So that was really good. And other groups also won. The yellow group won. So every group at least had a taste of something. Just to review everything we've been doing, this video will be more of a review of what we've been doing. Afterwards, we did get time alone with each other to interact. If you wanna like grab some wine, this was very interactive, and it really got me out of my comfort zone. Sorry, that's my alarm. The other thing is that I really had fun learning from the other people. I met so many journalists, everyone with something to share. I made sure I spoke to everyone, even the people who were reserved or people who really we hadn't like interacted or had that rapport. You know, when you meet with a group of people, you're not gonna like mesh with everyone. There are people you'll have a rapport with, but I got out of my way to make sure I spoke to everyone and to be like interested in what they do, and got everyone to tell me what they do and give me some advice on what they do. For example, I did speak to a a liquor and spirits writer, and she really gave me some very great invaluable advice, and I'll share her video. At least I'll be posting it on this channel, so that if you need any sort of advice like that. And I spoke to other writers, food writers, for example, how to make sure like food writing is not boring, because I was getting to a plateau when it comes to food writing, because food writing can become very crazy. You know, how else can you describe a dish? It was delicious, it was tantalizing, it melts in your mouth. You know, all those cliches were really like boring me to the core. And every time I would go to write, I was like, how do I describe a dish? How? So he really like brought in everything and really like explained to me how to do that. So yeah, well, I've recapped on everything else. If you have like any questions on the Western Cape and wine and food and restaurants and places to visit, feel free to just drop me an email at info@thewineandfoodreview.com and I will happily answer. But yeah, that was a very, very interactive event, and in my blog I have listed all the places that we stayed, you know, things that really stood out to me, because we went to so many places. We went to like, I think over 30 if not 20 places. We went to so many places, and I've listed like places you can go visit, things you can do once you are in South Africa and you want to explore the Cape, the Western Cape. These places are really like for wine lovers and people who love travel and people who love food, because there is so much. Before I even close up, I really had fun at a winery called Hillcrest, where we also tasted some beer. So apart from wine tasting, we also did like craft beer. I was so happy. And I also got to taste some South African gin at a place called Speck and Bone. So South Africa is really big on the gin industry. I am very shocked and I am very interested to even discover more. I'm going to be posting a few video snippets. Obviously, when you come from a trip, you have so much information to process and put together, but I'll be posting a video for you in case you're interested to know more. I'll be posting different videos of the different activities we did. I tried to vlog, but normally it gets overwhelming because I'm so used to working with a videographer and a photographer, but this time I was on my own, so I had to like manage between a big camera, a small camera, a tripod, voice, sound. It was very crazy for me to manage that, and I still want to get the authentic experience, so I didn't vlog much. I was really like more in the moment of learning and everything, but I tried my best to cover it for me and also for you, just to remind myself of the experiences. But those of you who prefer reading blogs, I have blog posts. Anyway guys, remember to, I think that's it, right? Anyway guys, remember to like, subscribe, share this video with someone who might need it, especially somebody who loves wine, because this is gonna be all about wine, travel and good food. So thank you so much for watching my channel. Bye.